Hello everybody, today's OT group activity will be all about using cotton balls or pom-poms. So today we're going to work on using cotton balls or pom-poms. We're going to work on things like hand-eye coordination, different grasp patterns, motor control, turn taking, sensory play, crossing midline, and strengthening our hand and fingers. So to prep, you'll need some cotton balls or pom-poms. I will need a Ziploc bag, we'll need clothespins, we'll need an ice cube tray, a straw, and maybe a piece of paper if you have that at home, or scrap paper or magazines. The first activity we're going to do is we're going to practice ripping the cotton ball or pom-pom apart. This is really great to strengthen our fingers and develop our pincher grasp. So we're going to encourage our student or our child to hold the cotton ball between the thumb, index, and middle finger and rip it into small pieces. If they have trouble, you can give them some help by loosening a little bit and then having them pull the rest apart, and encourage them to rip small pieces off. The next activity we can do today is painting with the cotton balls. So you can paint with water, or you can paint with paint, watercolors, things you have at home. And you can use the cotton ball or pom-pom between their thumb, index, and middle finger to paint on paper. So you can see in the picture here that that student is using water on construction paper, so the water makes it darker and the image shows up. If you have printer paper or old magazines, things like that at home, and you want to use regular paint, you can certainly do that too, and use the cotton ball to make strokes, scribbles, and fill in the space of an image. You can also have your student practice opening the Ziploc bag, reaching inside to get out a clothespin or to get out their cotton balls and pom-poms, and then you can use the clothespin to pick up your cotton balls and paint with that. This is another great hand strengthening activity to strengthen these three fingers together. So you can pick up a cotton ball or a pom-pom with the clothespin and use it to paint. The next activity we're going to do is container play. So you can see in the pictures here that the student is using tongs or tweezers or clothespins to pick up the cotton balls and fill an ice cube tray. You can use anything you have at home that has small openings like this, cups, small bowls, small Tupperware containers, just enough that you can put one pom-pom in each one. The bottom picture shows you that they took small pieces of paper so that we can do color matching and things like that. This is a great opportunity to work on lots of pre-academic skills like counting, sorting by color, while you're doing container play. So we can pick up the pom-poms with our clothespin. Some of these are a little bit difficult because they're not the right size, and then put them into the ice cube tray, into the different containers. You can use your fingers to do the same. Put one in each opening, and if you're matching by color, you can make sure to prompt your student to do the correct color in each container. Next one's for motor imitation. So for our friends that love music and love songs and love to get up and dance, we can do motor imitation with our cotton balls. It adds nice opportunities to follow one-step directions and to imitate movement. So we can say, put the pom-pom on your hand, put it on your nose, or do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, where they're moving the pom-pom to different body parts. This helps them identify parts of their body, identify parts of your body, and to imitate your movements. Other things we can do to continue at home is we can do tracing. So on a blank piece of paper, we can practice tracing our pre-writing shapes with pom-poms. So this is called manipulative tracing. So our student doesn't have to draw or copy the lines just yet, but they can build these lines out of manipulatives like pom-poms, cotton balls, things like that. You can have them practice that. You can have them fill a picture or a shape with the cotton ball pieces they ripped up. So for this dark cloudy, rainy day, I'm gonna take my glue stick. You can have your student help with this whole process. Push to put some glue down is a great opportunity for resistance against your hand. And again, working on filling a shape. You can have your student practice taking on and putting on the cap. And then we're going to stick our ripped pieces to that glue that we just laid down to fill the shape of the cloud I've drawn here. It's a little sticky. It exposes us to different textures between the soft cotton balls and the sticky glue. And we can fill our cloud here for this rainy day. The next thing you can do is to work on lots of oral motor strengthening and skills. So we're gonna take our straw. We're gonna have a cotton ball race. You can line up tape on the floor or on the table. See how far your student can blow the cotton ball with the straw. They can have a race with their siblings or with you, or they can just keep practicing reaching a certain line or distance as they blow a cotton ball with a straw. If you want to set up a little obstacle course for them, you can try that. See if they can weave their way through the objects that you lay out on the floor or on the table. The last thing you can do is using a paper towel roll, a toilet paper roll that's empty, or a rolled up piece of paper like this. We're going to practice putting the pom-poms through the tunnel. This is great to work on using a pincher or a three-fingered grasp, depending on how big the cotton ball or the pom-pom is. And then finger isolation to push that pom-pom or cotton ball through the opening of the paper towel roll or of this tube that I created here. You can tape these together and put them along the wall to create tunnels. You can lay them down flat to push through different areas and make a little obstacle course. See how they drop to the floor? Can you catch them in a cup underneath? Lots of things you can do to keep working on motor movements and imitation and fine motor skills. So have fun. We can't wait to see what you try.